Before starting the video, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like, comment, and share with other students.
Verb is a word showing or expressing action, being, or state of being. To understand the underlined, see action verbs, non-action verbs, and linking verbs. Now, simple. Simple verb consists of a single word. For example, eat, sleep, play, run, etc. Compound verb is made by combining an auxiliary verb and a main verb. Auxiliary verb means, for example, is, am, are, do, did, have, has. We will discuss auxiliary verb in detail later. Main verb. Verb phrase can be a single word or a group of associated words. Classification of verbs. Main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Now we come to main verbs. Main verbs are used to indicate actions or states. Main verbs can be classified into finite and non-finite verbs. For example, verbs that refer to states and verbs that refer to actions. Transitive verbs and intransitive verbs, regular and irregular verbs. Finite verb. A finite verb is limited by its subject. It agrees with its subject in number and person. It also changes according to the tense of the sentence. It forms the main clause. For example, I am a teacher. He is a teacher. She goes to school every day. Here the verb changes according to the subject. For example, we cannot use is with the I. I is a teacher is wrong. Similarly, we cannot use am with he. He am a teacher would be wrong. He goes to school every day. She is a third person singular. So we use es with the main verb go. It cannot be she go to school every day. They go to school every day. Go cannot be here goes. It would be wrong because they is third person plural. Now we come to non-finite verb. A form of the verb that does not change according to the person, number, or tense of the sentence. It cannot stand alone as the main verb in a sentence. There are three kinds of non-finite verb. For example, infinitive. It is a form of the verb that consists of to plus the base form of a verb. For example, to eat, to swim, to read, to play, etc. Now we come to its example. To err is human. Here the verb err is irrespective of the subject. The next one, Rima loves to dance. Here to dance is irrespective of the subject Rima. Whether it be Rima and Shan, whether it be they love to dance, it would be no effect on to dance because it is an infinite verb. Now we come to participle, past and present. A participle is that form of the verb which has the nature of both a verb and an adjective. Present participle ends with ing, whereas the past participle ends with ed or past form of the verb. For example, we met a girl carrying a bag of fruit. Here the carry is the main verb plus ing, which makes it the present participle. He sat on a broken chair. Break is the first form of the verb, broke is the second, and broken is the third form of the verb. Here, broken is used as a participle of the past. Now we come to gerunds. Gerund is that form of the verb which ends in ing and has the features of a noun and a verb. For example, playing cricket is not allowed here. Play is the verb, adding ing makes it gerund. I like reading religious texts. Read is a verb, adding ing makes it gerund. Action verbs. Action verbs express the action of a physical action that the subject does. For example, swim, write, and eat, play, run, sleep, etc. Non-action verbs tell about states of minds or senses. They do not express physical action. For example, think, look, understand, seem, etc. Now we come to linking verbs. Linking verbs convey a state of being. They link the subject of a verb they link the subject of the sentence with a word that renames or describes the subject. While the most common linking verb is to be. For example, is, am, are, was, were are the form of be. There are other linking verbs such as to appear, to become, to feel, to grow, to look, and to taste. Now we come to transitive verb. Transitive verb is a verb that has an object. What is the object? For example, in simple sentence, I eat food. Food will be the object. I will be the subject and eat is the verb. Now we come to examples of transitive verb. John likes apples. John is the subject, like is the verb, apples is the object. My sister cooks all our meals. Cooks is the verb, our meals is the object. It means transitive verbs are the verbs that have the object. Here in all the sentences, the object does appear. Now we come to last sentence of transitive verb. Who will teach us English? Here us English is used as an object and teach is the verb. Now the next is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is a verb that does not have an object. For example, in China lots of people walk. Here the object is missing, that's why the verb is used transitively. Mr. Carter always drives very carefully. Here the object of the verb drive is missing. So the verb drive is used as an intransitive verb. The boys play. Here the object is missing. That's why the play is used as intransitive verb. He won but I lost. The same is the case. The object is missing. That's why it is the verb which is used intransitively. Most verbs can be used both as transitive and as intransitive verb. It is therefore better to say that a verb is used transitively or intransitively rather than that is transitive or intransitive. Verbs with no object. Some verbs don't have an object. A verb that does not have an object is called an intransitive verb. Here are some sentences with intransitive verbs, additional sentences. For example, Mr. Park usually walks to work. Anna talks a lot in class. The sun is shining. I don't know. The man smiled. Miss Lee always dresses very smartly. Can your little brother read? Here all the underlined words are verbs. Now the next is regular verbs. Most verbs are regular. This means that the different forms of the verb are all formed in the same way from the base form. For example, jump is the first form, which is also called the base form of the verb. The second form is made by adding ed, jumped, and the third form as well, ed. This means that if the second and third forms are made by adding ed, this will be called regular verb. Irregular verbs have different relationships between the other forms and the base form. The degree of irregularity varies. Unfortunately, there are no rules to describe this. Each verb has to be learned. For example, go is the main verb and its first form. For making a second form of the go, we do not use ed. It is made as went and the third form gone. Buy, the second form is made as bought and the third form bought. Put, first form is the put, second form put, and the third form is also the put. Auxiliary verbs, which are also called as helping verb. These verbs are combined with main verbs in order to describe different times or periods of time, different degrees of completion, and degrees of certainty or doubt. Auxiliary verbs can be categorized as primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries are those used to construct compound tenses. For example, be is used to make progressive tense and the passive voice. and have used to make the perfect tense. Modal auxiliaries are can and could, may and might, must, shall and will, should, would and out, there, need, used to. We will discuss modal auxiliaries later. Now we come to three forms of the verb. Here I have given some verbs with their past and past participle, which are also called second and third form of the verb. For example, be first form is am, the second form is was, and the past participle is been. Similarly, arise, arose, arisen, it is also the irregular verb. Are, were, been, awake, awoke, awaken, bear, bore, born, beat, pat, bitten. Here the second form is written as beat but spoken as bat. Become, became, become, begin, began, began, bend, bent, bat. Bat is also the irregular verb. Bind, bound, irregular. Bite, bit, bitten, irregular. Bleed, bled, bled, irregular verb. Blow, blew, blown. Break, broke, broken. These are all irregular verbs. Here are more examples of the verbs I have given. I hope you enjoyed the topic. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.